Soares Sistas' mission is to inspire and build a sense of awareness within your soul, as well as in the surrounding communities. We also have discussions around life struggles as well as positive experiences. Good afternoon. You are on a Soares Sistas show today, and we have a guest that I am very excited to bring on, and she is one of my family members, and she is so dear, and she's dear to the Soares Sistas, and her name is Heather. So we decided that we was going to talk about unity in the community. She is not here. She lives and she resides in Delaware. So with this, she is very knowledgeable. She has a lot of information, and she's a very powerful woman. So I'd like to take the time to introduce you, Heather. Hi,
Hey,
Heather.
hey, what's good, man? What's good? I like to say I'm the favorite cousin. For the
I
record.
think you are. You know, you're one of the favorites, but don't say that because Nicole's going to get upset about it. We're god sisters as well as
Yes.
first cousins. Me and you have this other bond. My father's your godfather, and your mother's my godmother.
Yep.
So that's unity
Excellent.
in the community, definitely. Huh?
There
Right?
it
All
is.
the love. So,
There it
cause you
is.
look good. I haven't seen you this year and everything. So, what's going on with you?
Hey, everything is good. Just trying to get situated out here. I'm living in Dover, Delaware. Um,
Yes, yes.
Staying
Mm-hmm.
out this way, but things are going well. Making sure we try to keep that cohesiveness. I know just unity and community doesn't just happen out out where we're from, but we got to branch that out no matter where we go. So that's been that's been the focus.
Yeah. So, what have you been doing? To like really, do stuff with your children and to keep your family safe. Like what have you been doing? Because you wanted to talk about this unity in the community. You felt that it was very, very important to talk about this, and I really think that it's really important, especially with all the stuff going on. Now, people are really concerned about the community, their family,
Yeah,
how you're going to survive. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen down the line,
very true.
you know? So what do
So,
you think?
so one thing, I mean, we can't necessarily control, the outside issues that are going on. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure number one that we stay healthy. Number two, we stay balanced. Um, and then number three, to support one another. So, COVID put a loop on different things and kind of derailed a lot of opportunities or even plans. But in the midst of chaos comes innovation. So one thing that my family, what we were trying to do was it was difficult because we were all working from home. My daughter was home from college, and then my middle child was home from high school. They had to be online, and I'm in college getting my doctorate. So we all had to bring the education piece and find our own little tranquility within our home.
Wow.
On top
Yes.
of trying to we couldn't go out as much, so our activities were limited. But we're real social people, so we were like, well, how are we going to handle this
Hmm.
in a healthy way? Again, the key thing is in a healthy way. So we started doing some outdoor activities, whether it's taking walks. I picked up cycling. um, I mean, we have the two babies, so we make sure we get them out, get them out to whether it's the backyard or walking in the neighborhood or the parks or whatever. But it was a matter of trying to balance the physical, the mental, and the emotional. But what was cool about that was that we connected with other folks, whether it was virtually, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Say, hey, this
Yes.
is what
Yeah.
we're doing around here. What do y'all have going on? Like we started
Mm.
doing paint parties and everything
Oh, wow.
online. How about that?
Isn't that something? Wow. So you got a chance to know some people in the community. Some people don't like to come out. Some people don't like to be bothered with people. You know, I mean, sometimes I'm like that. I don't want to be bothered sometimes, but you have to socialize a little bit. You got to. You got to see what's out there. You got to see who your neighbor is, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause
that
sometimes,
that in itself, you're absolutely right. Because at the end of the day, if something pops off, something goes down, we do have to come together. I mean, where I live, it's such a variety of folks. You have military, you have Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, and everything in between. But at the end of the day, even of different, political agendas and backgrounds,
right,
at the end of the day, we're all human. And that's something that we have to remember, to look out for one another. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Um, that's been the good piece here. I mean, some other folks, it may be they don't want to get out. God put us on this earth to interact with folks. So at some point we have to do that. And if we don't, we start going in our shell. And mental health is a serious issue within our community. So, being secluded can be a difficult thing. It has its own set of problems.
Yeah, Heather, when you said mental health, that's a whole nother thing in a whole other show.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people that have mental health issues that we don't know about, and they try to, slide under the rug and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I know that's like an important thing. I think I need to do a discussion or a topic on that
Yeah.
all alone with the mental health, because it's not, people are somewhat of ashamed of it. If you have mental health issues, it's not nothing to be ashamed of if you work on yourself, and you get the right proper care. You can come through it, whether it's depression, schizophrenic. I worked with schizophrenic people for a lot of years. I was in danger. Like, I worked at my job for 17 years, so there were times when I was in danger, but I knew
Yeah.
how to get out of that because I was trained for
Right.
crisis.
Right. Right.
Do you know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I'm
And
pretty sure you know about stuff like that too.
yeah, you're not lying about that one. Um, no, absolutely. And seriously, with the whole mental health thing, this is just my opinion. We're not robots. We're not built to be robots. So when things go on, they affect us emotionally because that's the way we're wired. But how do we release those things that go on within us? Like I said, we got so many different things going on. Between, you got COVID, you have violence in the Black community, you have violence. I mean, there's an imbalance between um, law enforcement and just the communities that are out there. So that's stressful in itself, whether you're a parent, whether you're a kid. So I, the anxiety is high amongst folks.
Yes.
Staying secluded is adding to like depressive um, feelings and behaviors. But at the end of the day, you said something that was very important. It's not a bad thing. It's okay.
Hmm.
It's okay. And seriously, because the the sooner we accept it within ourselves, and the sooner we accept it within of other people, to say, look, man, it's all good. If you're stressed out, if let's talk about it, because it's not going to be forever. We all have those issues.
Hmm.
And when I say we all have those issues, like none of our lives have been peaches and cream. I don't care how much money you have, or anything like that. We have to come together as a people.
And
So,
that's really hard. I mean, it's really not hard, but it seems to me that it's hard for people to do. It's easier to say than to do.
it
I
is.
feel like sometimes people don't want to come together, because you know why? Sometimes I don't want to come together with people because I don't know where people are coming from, where their minds are. Some people are very not nice, and they have other motives. When you have good motives and they have not good motives, that's why my logo for Soares Sistas is good vibes only. I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with the bad vibes. We can deal with that on our own, and in our own lives, you know. So if
Yeah.
I can't put something out in the universe that's positive, then why should I waste putting it out?
But check this out though. If you keep that bottled in, if you keep that negative energy bottled in, does it not eat you away? Like if we find healthy ways to expel that, to get all that negative energy out,
Mm-hmm.
or to find a way to filter it to something good,
Mm-hmm.
then I think that would be, really helpful. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There are times I go through, and I get it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have, anxiety. There's times where I just don't even want to be around anybody, and you
Yes.
know how social I am.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
but I had to learn how to process through whatever those feelings were, so that I could have some type of normalcy, whatever that normalcy thing was within with me. Although I don't want to project that negativity out to other people, I also had to learn how to process through it. And I'm still learning.
Everyone processes stuff differently. What I might take process in a month, it might take you a year.
Yeah.
But all it's on our mind, how we, think, and because it's a lot of it is support around you, and me, I'm not taking support from just anybody. You have to be someone that I really respect, and that I really look up to, and that I think that I'm going to get good information from you. I'm not going to take information. I need a good support system. I need a team.
Yeah.
I always need a team in whatever I do. I need my team. I'm a team player, and I know you are too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right?
I mean, to be honest with you, if I didn't have that support of family, like there would have been, some times that were more difficult than others. And I'll just say, I think I came out a better person because I had that support. But, in that support is also having that level of comfortability and safe haven to be transparent of who you are or the things that you're going through so that you can discuss those things, and that's that community piece that, that we're rapping about now. Community can be family, friends, or whatever, but it's having those support structures in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's coming together as a people.
But you was talking about a guest. We could probably have her on at some point if she's not busy, but could you tell me just a little bit about her?
So her name is Lori. Lori's a good friend of mine, very active in the community. Although she is not my sorority sister, she is a woman of an organization, but very interactive. She started off, she did teaching within the schools of St. Louis and Baltimore for 20 years. And then she ended up getting into more of a management position, not necessarily in the school systems, but with one of the local businesses in Delaware, in Dover. Lori's she's very, very intelligent. She is very involved, and not just with her own sorority, but just, having that synergy to pass it on, to the younger generation of different things that are out there and how empowering they can be. And she has the ability to get the younger generation to think outside the box. That's why she's a really good teacher. But she's originally from, like I was telling you, she's originally from St. Louis, so she's got that around the way type mentality, but not mentality, but just her approach. Awesome woman.
So I'm looking forward to talking to her.
Yeah,
she probably has a lot to offer people.
Yeah, I was really trying to get her on with us right now, but she's has some prior engagements that she's taking care of. But I'll be sure.
No problem.
To reach out to her.
Right. We're here. We're not going anywhere. We're here. We're for discussion. We're here. Real talk discussions. We're just starting, and this has been, we've just been trying to build this up for probably a few years now. And now it's starting to go, get up on its way, the Soares Sistas episodes,
Right.
We just really like to inspire people with different topics and stuff. You never know what's going on in another person's mind, like I always say. And if I can help and save a life or save a thought, a negative thought, then that's why I do this. We do this for that reason, to inspire. And I'm sure you have a heart of gold, so you're just like us. You're like a Soares. This is a Soares, one of the extended Soares sisters.
Yes.
It's our cousin. It's our first cousin.
I always said Soares Baptiste.
Right. She has the Soares blood in her. Yes, definitely.
It runs thick. That's where that tenacity comes from. You traveled down to the protest or in DC.
Yes, I did, with the injustice. Yes.
So what was your experience? How did you feel like?
You know what?
Feedback on that.
This is how I felt. I seen all people of different colors, white people, black people. People just want to have peace. I feel people just, I seen like unity. Everyone didn't talk to everybody, but they were down there for the same purpose. And it was all about unity, black people, white people,
right.
Chinese people, whatever. They were all down there. They just want peace. You know, it's just very sad. I really don't want to speak on like other things.
Yeah.
But it's very sad. But I felt good that to see people out there, and you know, I didn't get totally close in because I still, I'm cautious about the social distancing and stuff like that.
Right.
But I felt that it was really good, and it was peaceful. It was
Yeah.
peaceful.
I
Hmm.
that when I saw the news reports of just how many folks are out there, I was like, man, that's awesome. In terms of course, I always worried about COVID and people's health.
Exactly.
That, but I also
Yes.
noticed that people were masked up,
Right. They
and
were.
I don't know. I know my daughter attended a few protests out in DC,
Okay.
Philly, and out here in Delaware.
Oh, okay.
But DC was very, very organized. Like they were giving out waters, they were giving out snacks.
Right.
That people from all different backgrounds. But what I thought was so dope, man, I was like, see, this is that younger generation. Like they wear their emotions on their sleeves, which we come from our baby boomer parents were the ones that raised us. So we work hard and we play hard. And this young
Right.
generation, we're like, okay, they're just techies and we may not understand them, but they're like the hippies of the
Hmm.
2020s. Like
Right.
they're
I know.
here for change.
I know.
So when I was sitting, I was watching these I call them young bloods as,
Yeah.
term of endearment. I was like, look at these cats so organized. Because I've been to protests where we were just sweating, stinking, and praying to God that the wind blew. We didn't get any waters passed out, nothing like that. So
Hmm.
I love that cohesive thought. You know what I mean? About, hey,
Hmm.
we got a purpose, we stay in focus, and this is what we're gonna do. So um I definitely I wanted to head down there, but I'm still working on my thing with being in crowds. I'm still working on that piece.
Don't worry. I was there representing for whoever couldn't be there, baby.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I was there.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Well, let's wrap this up, cuz it
Yeah,
was nice talking to you, and I love you so very much. And that's what it's about. It's about unity, family, and the community.
yes, ma'am.
I hope we can send a message to somebody. You have
Okay.
any words of wisdom? Words of wisdom.
Hey, listen, persistence overrides resistance, y'all. We got to come together. It's imperative for us to vote. It's imperative for us to stick together. And at the end of the day, remember that we're all humans. So look out for the folks who are around you. Keep an open mind and always remember empathy. I may not be able to
Mm,
identify with your story, but
right.
I can respect your story.
That's right. Peace. Love
All
you.
right, y'all.
Deuces.